It's like pinks with the perfect touches of purple shimmers, and I didn't go too crazy with like the depth here like I normally do, but I just love that the shimmers just bring so much dimension to my eyes. And it's a really simple tutorial, honestly. And I mixed up my base a lot in this video. I just wanted to try a couple old favorites, a couple I wasn't too sure about. So you guys can let me know your thoughts on a lot of these products as I do them. But I use the Mothership 3 palette, and this one is my favorite Mothership of all time. And yeah, I mean, I used the purple and the pink here and, you know, other shades, but if you want to see how this look was done, just keep on watching. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I just have a really thick moisturizer on my face. I'm kind of trying something out here today, so depending on how that goes, I'll put it in the description, maybe somewhere on the screen, we'll see. But I'm trying, well, I've had this foundation for a while, I just haven't touched it in a very, very long time. This is the Loreal Infallible L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation, and I have the shade 425. I think this is a good shade match for when I'm not tan. I do have a little bit of a tan going on here, so we'll see how this goes. Let's pop this color out. I just love my collared shirts, but you know, makeup gets all over them. Like, this one's okay, but my blue striped one has so much makeup on it. It's kind of sad, but it's okay. A lot of it comes off in the wash, but not all of it. But I'm using the e.l.f. Stain and Tint blending brush. This is amazing. I just want to keep using this because this is a $5 brush, and it's very, very comparable to the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. And I just did like a little less than a pump all over my face. I want to sheer this out. That was the purpose of me wearing like a thicker moisturizer, to kind of let everything slide around. I just want to see how this all sets, but see, it just blends out so effortlessly, and this brush is $5. So if you're not wanting to shell out the money for the F4 brush, it's $32, but you get 2 brushes. This one is a fantastic option for $5. I think that's a good match. I do look a little bit more, like my eyes just feel a little bit tired. I'm just at that part in my cycle right now where I'm just a little bit more fatigued, and my skin is definitely showing that. So that's why I really just want to do something a little bit more bold and colorful. I've been doing a lot of like smoky dramatic looks, like more neutral looks. I just want to play with color today. Now, because I have the discoloration going on underneath my eyes, I'm going to use a concealer that has a little bit more orange tones to it, but it's not completely orange where it's gonna, you know, I need to put another concealer on top. But this is the e.l.f. Camo, Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade. I can never see these, especially with the lights in front of me. Light Sand. This one just appears pretty orange on me, but it's about the right amount of brightness for me, like when I don't want a brightness more, just to correct. And this one's good. It does lift up product underneath, unfortunately, but I find that just putting some on the back of your hand, warming it up like this, and I've been loving using a fluffy brush just to apply it like this. I'm not getting like the best coverage this way. You can use a more denser like cat paw brush shape, but this one I have just been loving for just like a simple covered type of look, even though it's not full coverage. But I'm using the Jessup MUL09 brush, and this I recently got off of Amazon for like a really good price. I got like 21 brushes for like $30, and I've been testing it out, and this, I really do like this one specifically for my concealers like this. But I recently did a video on my, like all of the affordable brushes I've been testing out to see what's worth trying. So if you want, you can check that out. I'll try to remember to put everything in the description, like the links to it. But yeah, I mean, I shared quite a bit. I still will be looking for more. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know, because I just love trying new things. I haven't used this one in a little while. I'm really excited about it. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour, and I use the shade Light. I've been really liking using like 2 different bronzers. One to really warm up the face, and then one to add even more depth and dimension, typically with like something that's deeper and cooler. But this one is a nice like neutral, like more cooler shade, so I'm a fan. I'm just going to use the same e.l.f. brush here and just dab everything out. When it comes to like making all the layers of makeup, I really like to dab. I mean, occasionally I'll rub when I need to, but I really do like dabbing everything on. This one's a nice liquidy one. I think this one does apply better when I put it on the back of my hand and kind of warm it up. But yeah, since this foundation shade is a little bit more on the paler end for me, like when I don't have a tan, I'm gonna use a good bit of this. I don't want to get too crazy in my hair. Today was hair wash day. My hair is like looking like a broom underneath this. I will be actually doing a tutorial or filming a tutorial on my hair, so you can keep an eye out for that. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it turns out well and I can share that, but I'm gonna be showing how to use the Wavy Talk thermal brush. I have been using that for a good while now. I got it when I first saw the Wavy Talk like first on TikTok, like really early on, and I still use it. I have the older version, but I'll share more details in that video, but that will likely be my next upload, praying it goes well. But see, seamless blend. That's such a gorgeous color. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do want to pick up a couple more shades and see if they lean more cool or warm, but that's a really pretty shade. I'm really just melting it in here, like I'm no harsh lines, just really soft blends. It was a little bit harder to pick a cream blush today, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use this palette today. This is from Morphe. It's the Cheek Thrills Multi-Finish Face Trio, and I have Blind Date right here. This is just such a nice, soft pink. I really do love this formula. I'm just going to use the same brush here. I have been liking using like minimal brushes, less to clean honestly on my end. My personal brushes I don't really wash as often as I should, but my professional brushes I wash with every single use. But man, I really do like this brush. Like for $5, this is definitely worth checking out. Even if you have the Makeup by Mario brush, if you want like an additional brush just to have on you, especially if you use cream products and powder products like I do, like how I layer, this is a fantastic one. I love this. Yeah. But this shade is Blind Date, and this one is just such a soft, pretty pink. And I'm planning on going pretty bright with my eyes, so I might add another more colorful blush on top just to balance it out, but we'll see how the look goes. But I have been liking kind of melting my blush into my bronzer, just whatever's excess is left, just to give a more like sunburnt look during the summers. Now I'll go ahead and set with powders, and this one I tried a little while back, but I only tried it once, so I want to give this another shot today since I have a lot of pinks going on today. But this is the Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder, and this is soft pink. I love the translucent one. That's just my go-to, but this one I found last time it might have been a little bit too pink for me, but I realized my camera settings, like just this whole new setup, is showing my makeup a lot more accurate. So I'm gonna try this again. You guys let me know what you think, if this is too pink for me, because I honestly don't really like brightening setting powders. I just like to set my makeup. I mean, you know, I will use a variety of different setting powders on different areas of my face, especially if I'm attending something special that day or if I'm doing clients' makeup. Yeah, I mix a lot. I have this one in my kit as well. I put it in like a different container, and I mix this one with the translucent one. So I have the same formula, but slightly less pink for if I do want some brightening. But you guys let me know just right off the bat right now. Is this too pink? Okay, because right now, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. But I like to set my makeup, and I'm gonna set my entire face pretty well. I want my focus and glow to be on my eyes, and with my heavier base, I don't want anything to slide off. Now powder bronzer, so this is another one I wanted to revisit. This one I didn't like initially when I first tried it. This is the Sephora bronzer. It's the matte one in 02 Beach Bum Tan. I felt like this looked really patchy and orange on me, so let's just see. I'm gonna go ahead with my King's Mist brush over here. I'm gonna really diffuse it in here. Last time I used a brush that was more, I don't know, a little bit more defined. This one's a little bit more diffused. So let's see if this is any better. I'll apply it on half of my face just to see. Okay. You see that? It just looks dirty. I don't know. Maybe at the end. It does, okay. It is bronzing me up really well though. Like it's making me look significantly tanner. I don't know. I can't tell if I like this any more than the last time I tried it or not. I don't know. Let's see. And this has a scent to it. This smells a little bit chocolatey, not like straight up like chocolate, but I think I should start mentioning that because I have been getting a lot of questions with fragrance and bronzers. So I will try to remember to point that out to you guys. Now for powder blush, I'm going to use the other end of the King's Mist brush. And this brush I also do mention in my makeup brush video, so you can check that out. I'm going to use the powder shade here. And I'll just focus this like right at the top. I did go pretty heavy with the cream blush, so I do have quite a bit of pinkness on my cheeks. But I like it. I'm someone that loves blush. I will apply a lot. Now I'm just filling in my brows. I'm using the Morphe Micro Brow Pencil. It's just my favorite, honestly. I have the shade Java. It's the perfect like charcoal shade. You never actually want to use like a black shade, and this is the deepest shade. Like this is for people with dark black hair, but it has a nice charcoal tone to it, so it doesn't look like completely inked in. Like this has a more natural finish, and I've had so many clients ask me about this, and I almost always end up sending a link to this one. And then just brushing that out, mainly brushing like the front, so it doesn't look as harsh. I actually want to start off my eyes with just adding a little bit of bronzer in the crease. Sometimes with some of the Mothership palettes, it can be a little hard to find some transition shades, and I want to make sure the look just blends in with the rest of my face. So I'm taking the Jessup MUL09 brush and just getting a little bit of dimension started, and I'm gonna also carve out this area right here because I just want the look just to go all the way from like my nose right here to my cheeks. But yeah, okay, you know what, this bronzer, I just don't know. I don't know what it is about the bronzer. It looks fine, I don't know. Maybe the shade is too deep. I'm used to using something a little bit closer. No, I have used bronzers far deeper than this. Okay, you guys let me know. There's just something. I don't know what it is. Now I'll go ahead with the same MUL09 brush into this matte brown shade right here and start adding a little bit more definition to my crease. Now, you're gonna get a lot of pigment with Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes, so I really recommend going in with light hand and dabbing on first where you want the eyeshadow. And I want it like right out here, over here, and then just softly blend everything in. I've been doing a lot of like Morphe eye looks recently, and like the ColourPop like Gone Matte palette. They're both so gorgeous, but I have been getting a couple requests to do some Pat McGrath, and I have been missing doing some looks with this. So I just want to do something a little bit more fun and colorful with my favorite one. I do have a video on my palette ranking and just comparing my Mothership palettes. You guys can check that if you want, but this one is my number one for many reasons. I'm gonna switch to the MUL12 brush with the same brown shade and smoke out my eyes underneath. I'm really just smoking everything out. I think I wanna do this purple shade. Okay, I haven't done a tutorial with this one yet. I'm gonna use that fluffier brush and kind of just pat it on the outer area here, like this. And then right here. Not right in the middle just yet, but just to start building a little bit of glitter into my crease. Look how pretty that shimmer is. Ooh, I love it. It's almost like I'm kind of fanning it out, so it's kind of like a sparkly, purple, stardusty type of situation. Just like nice and diffused all around my crease. And then dusting just a little bit out here as well. The shadow I'm most excited about is this one. Such a gorgeous pink. Like, this is the third Mothership palette, so this is when she still had those special shades, and these are best applied with your fingers or while they're wet. And oh yeah, this just like has like pink, like it's just like pinks and orange, so pretty. I'm just gonna dab this on my lid. Oh my god, that goes perfect with the shimmer that I just kind of got all over my lid. Look how pretty. Very pretty. I'm just gonna dab this on right here like that. That's gorgeous. This almost looks like the exact same shade I have in the crease, like the reflective shimmers. I don't know, the flecks. Now I'm taking a flat brush. This is MUL16 with this regular shimmer shade right here just to get a little bit more of a base going. I probably should have done this before, adding the pink shade, but I'm thinking I'm going to use this as a base for the other like topper shade I'm going to use. I find that a lot of the like Pat McGrath special shades are more like toppers, and it's best to have something underneath, but I think that looks good. And I'm going to use my finger just for this shade right here and dab it just right in the center. Yeah, it'll help everything pop just a touch more. You can use a tacky base. That'll probably help. But I have been fine doing it like this. Maybe for one of my even more dramatic, bright looks, I will do it with a tacky base and you guys can see the difference. Yeah, that's so pretty. Do want a little bit more definition in the crease, so I'm going to go back in with the MUL 12 brush. It's like the skinnier crease brush, into the matte brown shade and just add a little bit more in here in my crease. I just like more depth in my eyes for my looks. Just kind of lay it right there. I'm going in with the brown because I still kind of want to keep this a softer eye look, and I will get a lot more definition when I do my eyeliner. So I'm not dipping into the black just yet. I might use that for topping off my eyeliner. When I did my eyeliner, I used my ByTerry liner just to create my upper wing, and then my Maybelline Tattoo Studio liner to water my waterline. I'm going to use a flat brush. This is MUL 16, just to add a little bit of extra shimmer on like my inner corner right here on my eyelid, and then a little bit on of this like icy shade just in my inner corner to bring even more light here. I couldn't reach this place with my finger, so this is just better. Now to put a little mascara on, I actually went ahead and curled my top lashes this time. I feel like I don't really like curling my lashes. It kind of gives me the ouchies, and I've just had a couple of times where it kind of pulls my hair out. But always curl your lashes before putting on mascara, because the mascara will help the like curler grip on and yank your lashes out. So make sure you're doing it before. But I'm just putting a light coat on my top lashes just to make sure I don't have like dustiness from eyeshadow happening, and then coating my bottom lashes pretty well and making sure everything is nice and evenly coated. And I'm using the Shop Missy AOA Studio Big Boss mascara. I really do like this mascara, and it's just so super dark. And just look, this is just one coat. You guys just watch me apply it, and it works really, really well, especially for just $1. If you guys haven't seen Shop Missy or heard of Shop Missy, they actually have really great products. For mostly just $1, some are $1.55, some are $1.50 or $1.88 if they're donating to like a charity. But they're all cruelty-free makeup, and you know, there's a lot of good gems. I actually have a video on full face of Shop Missy products, and I think the entire look was less than $20. So you guys can look that up, see if you find any gems there, because there are some affordable gems in there. Lashes are on. I use Kiss Lashes in Royal Silk and the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive in just white clear. It's still drying here. I think I've had someone confused on why my lashes look particular, and I think they were talking about my lash glue not setting, and even in some of my like TikTok shorts videos, my lash glue hasn't fully dried yet. So I will be letting my eyelashes dry fully before I start my lips. All right, now time for the lips. I haven't used this one in a long time. This is NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Soft Spoken. This one just looks like it's a nice like pinky purpley shade, but like not too bright. So we'll see how that looks nothing like what I just said. I'm switching over to the shade Mahogany here from NYX, and this should be good. I don't want anything too bright. Do you see some of these lip liners you really have to warm up? Oh gosh, this one's gonna take a little bit of work. It's okay. My lips are a little dry, probably making it a little harder, but it's okay. See, once it warms up, you know, it applies pretty well. I don't know why NYX, I don't think they're always like this, right? I'm not crazy, right? I think it's a really pretty color. I don't know why I remember this being a lot warmer. Maybe because I'm tanner, this looks a little bit cooler, but Mahogany looks really good right now. I think I'm just going to use a gloss today. I have L'Oreal's Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil in 641 Latte Glaze. I need to actually remember to put things on with my finger. I'm getting like a lot of like lip liner residue on a lot of my lip glosses. I don't want the shade to change, but I really like the shade. It's not too pink, not too orange, but it's like a nice nude for me. See, look. And then because I use my finger, none of this color just got on my brush, or the spoolie. I think that's all for the makeup. Now my hair looks like a broomstick. So with a little movie magic, we're gonna go from this to this in 2 seconds. I'm just kidding. I just filmed this hair tutorial. I literally did this blowout look with the wavy talk brush in like 10-15 minutes. So if you want to see how that is done, you can follow or subscribe to my channel. That'll be probably the next video uploaded here, so you guys can keep an eye out for that. But look at this blow dry. Look how gorgeous. Low effort right here. Okay, I need to zoom out a little bit, but I mean, you guys let me know your thoughts on this makeup look. I think this is absolutely stunning. I love the vibrant pinks. I just love, I mean, this one's still a more wearable one. I sometimes go crazy with color, but this is such a nice soft pink with like touches of purple in it. And it's just so pretty. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know about that bronzer, the Sephora bronzer, what your thoughts are, because I'm still, I mean, at the end, I think this bronzer looks great. I don't know what it is. If anyone can help me figure that out, let me know. I don't know what it is. There's something about it, but I mean, it looks good right now. I think I need to try it with a couple other cream bronzers and see how I feel. But I mean, it's a more affordable one, so I tried to look for more affordable things to recommend. But yeah, overall, I love how this looks. I need help naming these things. But yeah, if you want to see more of my face, you can follow me on my social media. And yeah, there's some more makeup there, some skincare, a little hair, and a little bit of life. But I do look forward to doing more of my old get ready with me style videos soon on all my social media. So keep an eye out for that. But I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you again soon.